Some people can't wait to be done with high school. Others spend the rest of their lives reflecting back on the experience and the friendships that were forged.
Alums from a former West Michigan high school refuse to let their spirit fade, even though their school itself faded away 50 years ago.
Here's 13 on your side's Brent Ashcroft with Our Michigan Life.
It was early 1968. Grand Rapids South High School was buzzing as usual. Then the stunning announcement was made. The high school would be closing at the end of the school year. 5 decades later, the spirit of South High is still alive. The school is still teaching and has continued to provide pathways to learning for new generations of students. How is that possible? Because a school and its spirit don't have to die if people who deeply care decide to do something about it.
Then he took over the varsity in about 60.
There you go. There you go.
Was it James, maybe?
It's the last Tuesday of the month.
The last one.
Which month? Every month.
It's still alive and well.
When that day arrives,
it don't even look like a school.
Things go south.
I know.
Most of us were 18 or 19.
That old spirit
50. 51.
sparks.
It's an energy that is hard to describe, but you feel it as soon as you walk in there.
They congregate.
Quite a few. Quite a few.
And converse.
Yeah, can't complain.
We haven't forgot each other.
Some enjoy images while they reminisce.
You're finding pictures of yourself, of your friends.
Others have all the memories
4-yard line
burned in their brains.
Tucker called my number. Can you get first down?
Hey, is that Murph?
Coach Murphy is still around.
Legendary Grand Rapids South High School basketball coach Mike Murphy.
He's in his 90s.
98 to be exact.
It's alive, and I kept me alive, I'll tell you.
South High alums still have school spirit.
There's a pride that we all have.
Even though they no longer have a school.
The building still exists.
A unique bond was forged.
Right, yep.
After the moment.
I remember that day.
Their spirit.
Some folks have not recovered from that.
Broke.
We were losing our high school.
South High opened in 1917. Famous alums include a leader of the free world.
I thought I might be sitting in one of the chairs that President Ford sat in.
And a world-renowned singer.
It was just a special place.
All seemed well at the home of the Trojans.
We were the last class.
Until 1968.
The courts found us guilty of lack of integration of our staff. So we had to start sending teachers of color to different schools around the city. But the integration attempt was all one way. The only school that was closed was South High School,
which had the most minority students. They'd be shipped to 3 different schools.
It broke a lot of the spirit of the class of 68 and 69.
That's amazing, isn't it?
50 years later.
That we still have this stuff.
The spirit.
This is one of my prize items.
Is back.
This is the helmet of South's first All-State player.
And intact more than ever.
1953.
It keeps Al Gamble busy collecting.
All the players that played on that team signed it.
Authentic South High memorabilia.
I'm very proud of it.
It's led the last graduating class to make things right.
We have included the class of 1969 in our class reunions for the last 50 years. They are part of our class.
That spirit is why Monique Chalfew never got this re-engraved. In her heart, she's a member of South's class of 69.
I want 71 on mine.
Kyla Williams was only a sophomore when South closed.
My heart was broken.
The spirit stuck with her.
Why 71? Because that's where I really wanted to graduate from.
The day will come when this group will gather no more.
Will there eventually be no living South High graduates? Yeah.
What then?
We sing to you.
The spirit.
South will be true.
Needs a new generation to guide it. It must transcend time.
Love and devotion.
Ensuring it will never.
There's no youngsters there.
Ever break again.
we'll sound your praise
But there's still a young spirit,
all throughout our days.
and that's the spirit of South High.
Hail to the red and blue of South High School.
The spirit of South High is also living on through an alumni scholarship fund that's been set up through the Grand Rapids Community College Foundation. The South High Varsity Club created it. Since 1997, 2 students from the Grand Rapids Public School District each year get their GRCC tuition paid for by the fund. The endowment has grown so much over the years that a 3rd student will get a full ride scholarship. That student will come from the Gerald R. Ford Job Corps Center, which ironically is the tenant inside the building that used to be Grand Rapids South High School. South High did not die, guys.
No.
Always lives on in their hearts and in their minds.
Absolutely, and yeah, I mean, I don't know if it's a generational thing or the fact that the school did close. My high school, which is still in existence, we don't have that kind of camaraderie. That is amazing.